Micron is opening its doors to Washington this morning in an effort to address the semiconductor shortage. Elon Moy is live at the company's Virginia manufacturing plant to explain. Elon?
That's right, John. I'm at Micron's fabrication facility out in Manassas, Virginia. This is one of the places where they build those memory chips that go into automobiles. So critically important right now. The company is also currently expanding this facility by over 100,000 square feet. It is a $3 billion investment that the company expects will create about 1,100 jobs by the end of the decade as it tries to ramp up to keep up with growing global demand. Now, CEO Sanjay Mehrotra has said that he does expect the current chip shortage to last at least through the end of this year. And that's part of the driving force behind the meetings that will happen here later this afternoon between the company and Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo, as well as lawmakers on Capitol Hill. They're trying to build some momentum behind a $52 billion package of funding and incentives to increase domestic semiconductor production. Now, the Senate has been poised to vote on the bill this week. It's had bipartisan support, but lately some stumbling blocks have emerged, particularly around wage requirements that could potentially jeopardize Republican support. But guys, the industry says this is one of their top priorities, and they're arguing that owning and securing the supply chain for semiconductors is not just an economic issue, but also a national security priority. Back over to you.
What can you tell us about those wage requirements and how they play into this? Because it seems like government support potentially more and more important the more we hear about, countries around the world building up supply. You wonder what that's going to do to pricing.
Yeah, so the wage requirements are related to sort of a broader provision around federal contracts that require federal contracts of a certain size to pay a certain level of minimum wage and provide certain benefits. Part of the issue here is that the $52 billion in funding is getting wrapped into a even bigger package of bills that is supposed to sort of define the way that Washington sees competition with China and the rest of the world for decades down the road. So some of these wage requirements would apply more broadly than just the semiconductor space. And certainly Republicans are arguing that many of the jobs here at factories like this one, pay well above the local minimum wage. So it's really not an issue for this industry. But because this is being wrapped into a bigger legislative package, of course, you're going to see politics at play.
In the meantime, Elon, this is still remains a longer-term story and doesn't appear to offer as many exit ramps off of the current shortage in the cycle we're in right now.
Yeah, so this is an acknowledgement by the industry that, figuring out the current supply chain crunch is really going to have to happen within the private sector. It takes several months to manufacture these chips, as long as 6 months lead time in some cases. So Washington won't be able to step in quickly enough, but they want to make sure that this doesn't happen in the future. And that's really what the goal of this legislation is, to prevent these kinds of disruptions in the supply chain from happening in the future, because we're seeing the economic and national security impact play out right here in America.